Okay, back to it again. Now, we cut. Uh-oh. This is where the hair is going to be, and we're just going to kind of cut deep. I want her face to fit a little bit deeper into the piece, okay? So, we're going to establish where her nose is, and we're going to put it right in there. So, let's go ahead, and now I'll show you why I want to establish that now, because okay. All right. So, we established where the hair is. We've established now where the nose is. Okay. Now what I want is I want the blanket to sort of come down and then come just below the nose here. And come down there like this, okay? All right, so what we do, and we can cut away from if we need some more, is we're going to cut down and cut into here and go down here and cut to the inside of it to here. Okay? Now let me come up here. See where the blanket, let me cut away just a little bit. All right, there we go. See where the face, the blanket kind of comes inside the face here, because we're going to bring the face in a little bit more in this blanket, okay? Where the blanket comes, and then it's going to come down here like this, and go down there like this, in other words, okay. Where the blanket comes over her face, not over it, but covers up a lot more face than the male Indian. Okay, just like that. All right. And please don't ask why are you covering her face. So it's just the way the blanket's going to be, okay? Because this is really kind of a now let me come along here, move a little bit in there, and a little bit in here, okay? All right, now let's get away from the face right now. We just sort of established what we want. And you see, when you take that away from there, then you kind of do that. See how we got it? And we'll work on the face again. All right, now let's go ahead. Where it's like that. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm sorry, let me set my clock again. I tell you what, I get bogged down in what I'm doing, and I often forget a lot of things. Let's go ahead and now let's look at that, okay? Let's look at that real close. See what we've got here. Now, I want the blanket to come down and go across here like this, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start removing, and then the blanket will come down across here like this and then come up, go across like that, and then come up a little bit, okay? So what you have is basically the front of the piece, the blanket comes down, goes across the bottom part, and then comes up through here, okay? So that is the part that we will cut away. So the blanket therefore comes down further on this lady than it did the man. So you won't have as much feet showing. Okay. And here we take and we remove this in here and come up here to just kind of establish where our blanket is. All right, now let me go ahead and okay. All right, now let's go ahead in this area down here and begin to remove wood just like we did with the other one. We just don't have as much room down here. Remove some wood down here, okay? Now there are two things that we're going to see down here when we're through, okay? One is the shoes. And the other, well, I'll see if I'm going to add that on to it. Anyway. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start cutting for our shoes. Go ahead and get them established where our shoes are going to be. And they'll be very thin shoes. All right, there we go. Just like that. See that? Now we're going to dig in here and start establishing where our shoes are. And just sort of bring, I'm going to come down a lot lower, but sort of bring around where our shoes would be and start removing some wood. Now you don't have as much room down here as you did with the man. You have to kind of so be careful. See how we're doing it? Okay, here we go. And we're doing that.